Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doki Doki fuck it. Welcome to a Doki Doki visual novel. I'm going to call it that right now because fuck the name of this game. Or not game, it's a freaking visual novel. What am I doing here? Maybe I drank too much. Maybe it was the 2 or 3 beers I have in right now that I'm actually sitting down and reading a fucking visual novel. Something's wrong with me. Like, literally, something's wrong with me. But I don't know. Literature club. Was there? Whatever. Individuals suffering from anxiety and depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit blah 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 blah. If I play Doki Doki Literature Club, I agree that you by playing at least 13 years old and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. I hope this isn't going to be too loud. Oh, fuck off. I got no idea how loud. Suitable for not suitable for children, blah 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 blah. Oh, fuck me. Can I do this a little bit? Auto forward tab. Music down. Fuck's sake! It's blasting in my freaking ears! Yeah, okay, that should all be fine. The only thing I heard about this is going to be absolutely creepy actually. It's supposed to be a horror game, but this doesn't look like anything. Then horror, it doesn't look like, why? Why am I playing this? Ah, fuck it, let's get into this. Enter your name. Okay, whatever. Yeah. There we go. Fuck off now with you. What the fuck? Hey! Can I press space maybe? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school we would oversleep more and more frequently. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. That was me. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. If people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like me actually. That sounds like me. I just want my own time doing what I like and have nobody bother me. That would be the perfect time. But sadly, it isn't as easy as it is. Anyway. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Relent? Whatever. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does execute... God damn it, this music is loud. Just a second. That's better. At least in my ears it's better. I'm not sure if it is like way too quiet for you guys now. But actually I don't even freaking care if the music is too quiet or too right now. So let's get back into it. Because saying a word about it makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school today is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Oh, Sayori! Oh, hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Okay. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there. Sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Make you late to your own club? Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayori is vice president of the literal club. Fuck's sake, I cannot speak that freaking word. You know what I mean. Not that I was ever aware that she had an interest in literature. Did I say it right? I don't know. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really good, is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. So far, nothing creepy, not at all. Maybe because I'm fucking slow with this, because I'm stuttering every 2 freaking seconds. How the fuck, whatever. Thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Oh, okay. I'm not going to do voices for them all because I'm going to forget about them next. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. That's the most important thing. This is not at all. Never mind. What are you looking at? I hear Soldier 76 or Reaper right now because they have voice lines like that as well, where I say, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? And so on, whatever. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Oh, it's Sayori, I didn't even look at the freaking whatever. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri! Nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I'm going to break my freaking tongue saying those names over and freaking over again. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounded like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monika smiles sweetly. Monika is pretty nice actually. I'm not sure who I like the most right now. They are pretty nice so far. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is genuinely So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Eric. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls get a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabbed a wrapper tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marched back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifted the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Natsuki, you got talent. Fuck's sake, hey, that's cute actually. I mean, there's no picture of the cupcakes, but I can actually imagine them. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. I like Natsuki. Okay, I changed my mind. Natsuki is the best. She's actually pretty cute. Okay. Why am I doing this? I should take 3 more beers to that. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her shaking glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made him for you or anything? Oh my god, she's a tsundere! No way! She's a freaking tsundere! Oh my god, that's actually pretty cute. The type like, I didn't mean to do it for you or anything. Just made him. Glad you like him though. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying the tea set. Carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help us enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be boarded member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debating club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods an agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we will all grow this club, that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Eric, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke of thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of the teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story is such a foreign world, is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lighten up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, it's like I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I disrespectfully grasped something I can relate to that minimal level. At least, at this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh my... Oh my god! Okay. She could be having a conversation with a rock. Oh my god. How is this supposed to be scary? This is actually just funny. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me into another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you just share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts my eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing that takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerability and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for you, Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it helps us get a little more comfortable. It helps us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I've never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Oh boy. This is not very good. Fuck's sake. I'm defensive against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided it. I joined the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Shut up! I'm reading! God damn it! Go away, go! Okay. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Oh my god. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Would I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Okay. Boop. Lipstick. plastic Valentine cheeks. Anger alone sparkle. Wait a second. There are only 3 of them. What the frick is happening? How about boob? What was that? Time, sunny, amazing, heaven sent, inside, anxiety, vitality, holiday, eternity. Sunny? Okay, that's... Oh, okay. Sing, calm, puppy. Puppy! Oh, I have to do something with freaking puppy. Kawaii. How about Fluffy? I like Fluffy. Adventure? Okay, that's for her. Anime? She likes anime. Love. Okay. Question? Doki Doki. Why not? Doki Doki. Okay. Papa? Papa? Deaf, lazy, play, broken. Summer? Okay, let's take summer. Raindrops, graveyard, not for sure. I want to do something happy. So that's sunset, joy, bunny, poof, cute, climax. No, thank you. Dream. Oh, then what? Lollipop. I like lollipop. Okay. Last horror for kiss, destiny. Okay, that sounds good. Dark, silly, silly. Okay, last one. Daydream, email, feather, bubbles. I like bubbles. Okay, sounds good. Okay, hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. When I'm back at the literature club, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or whatever. But if you don't take us serious, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Thank you! Thank you! Yes, I agree! It is! Because I have many of them as well! I have probably more manga books than any other. Well, actually, now that I look at it, it might actually be even out. But whatever, I like Natsuki, she's cute. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Eric always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Eric can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you want. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Okay. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed about something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else just gonna mess it up? Natsuki sends a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatched it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she said she's admiring. Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either way out of my demography, or it's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, shrieking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Oh no, it hurts so much. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this, Dad. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Mitsuki crosses her arms and scoots an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the old volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess you know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is... Oh, fuck, I pressed accidentally. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimate you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. And this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would never get into anything because it's in the manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Whatever. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, it's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, she's cute. We are reading for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. I've even thought you just watched me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up and see a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? I don't share my manga with your... You don't share your mangas with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he finds out about this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Captain Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Just can't win. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. You're going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I've read the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts to laugh. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts a finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkled with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki from whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Oh, you do look pretty cozy down there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is it really that alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It wouldn't take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. It would take forever if you didn't take it home. Okay. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow. I only get partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I would like to share it with Natsuki. Natsuki, yeah. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the thing I don't like. With the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're really all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Or is it? Wait, did I read that wrong? Whatever. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Poem next. Oh goddamn! I have to go through all of them. Fuck's sake. How about Sayori, since she liked it a lot as well? Well, actually, this is long enough. I'm going to make this here a break and be right back. Well, I will see you in the next part. In the next episode, I will see you there. Until then, I hope something happens. So far, there's nothing creepy about this, but we will see. Thank you everyone for watching this first part of Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you enjoyed it. I guess it was fine so far. And yeah, I see you in the next video. Bye!